evening. On this Tuesday night, once again, economy is on the top of mind. Barack Obama making a statement today that hopefully will encourage the market to go up. I knew early on, 12 years old, that I wanted to be a sportscaster. There was just no doubt in my mind that that would happen. I just didn't know how it would happen. I have been so blessed. I mean, the very first interview I ever did was with Jesse Owens. And then all of a sudden I get to interview Mickey Mantle. And all of a sudden I'm covering the Miami Dolphins. I get to become the voice of the Miami Hurricanes and be able to cover World Series and Stanley Cups and NBA titles. Running the Olympic torch, to be on a golf course and interview President Ford, Jack Nicklaus, and Jackie Gleason all at the same time. This chair I'm sitting in here is my home. I truly believe I was predestined to do this. I have a beautiful wife. She's my partner in everything. She's my center. She's my love. She is the mother of my children. Anthony Joseph is 14, and Samantha Rose is 10. We have a dog, Palermo, and a rabbit named Gelato. That rounds out, well, we also have fish, and if I don't talk about the fish, my daughter will be upset, but we also have some fish as well. Miami-Dade College is more than just a college. It becomes part of your life. It becomes, an emblazoned part of your life. Because it was so pivotal for me to get in, and I enjoyed it so much that without it, I'm not so sure the picture I was trying to paint would have been totally painted.
I had decided I had wanted to go into writing back in high school. Joined the college paper, the Downtowner, and of course onto the Miami News and then the Miami Herald, and I also worked at the Palm Beach Post. It was pretty early on when I decided this is what I wanted to do. I think the professional accomplishment I'm most proud of was really writing my books. And it's such a large project for such a long period of time. It's a year, 2 years, 3 years, that you have to believe in yourself. So finish, the 500 or 600 pages or whatever it is, whether it's good or bad, I think that's such an accomplishment that you've stuck to it. I'd like to thank really first my parents. They had nothing when we came from Cuba. As you can imagine, when I first told my parents that I wanted to be a writer, their reaction was, "Te vas a morir de hambre." Even though they weren't sold on me being a writer, that when they recognized, well, she has some talent, this is what makes her happy, they didn't bug me to try and do something else. To me, my time at Miami-Dade was kind of an opening of doors. I was taking these classes and meeting these people from different neighborhoods, different social strata. So it was an opening of doors to not just intellectually, but socially as well.
A lot of people when I was growing up, they told me very early on, because I argued about everything, and they always told me, you should be a lawyer, you should be a lawyer. But it was kind of shocking to me because I realized, wow, I really want to do this work. I had never had anybody call me a spick, except this client walks up and he stands at the doorway and he looks at my nameplate and he goes, "Oh great, I got a spick for a lawyer." I just took it as a challenge. I took it as, okay, let me see how I can help. He had a suspended driver's license for over 10 years. Well, He ended up getting his license back. I got him his license back, and he was actually shocked that I had done that even though he had insulted me. There are a lot of little success stories in which the people that work in the public defender's office dedicate their lives, and when they see that success, it really touches them and it fuels them, just as it fuels me to keep doing the work that we do. My life path would have been very different without Miami-Dade College. I don't think that I would have gone to college had it not been for Miami-Dade College, for the opportunity that I had. So I think I would have gone on a different path and not really known what my full potential was. What my dad means to me is somebody who was a very simple man in terms of he didn't care about titles, he didn't care about what people thought of him. For me, it taught me to be pretty grounded. My mom is, the eternal optimist. So from the two of them, I learned a lot of good human values of valuing other people, valuing hard work. That's what I hope that I have done with my life.
The whole concept was to do a different type of Medicare plan, to really focus in on a partnership with our physicians. A lot of folks told myself and my partners, you guys are crazy, you can't organize doctors, they won't work with you. And then you have to convince yourself that it is possible. The company, I got excited about doing this, and I went through dark times and a lot of challenges and obstacles and got knocked down a bunch of times. And finally, after 4 years in 2002, we got fully licensed and everything by the government and as a Medicare health plan. Since then, grew from zero to about $340 million a year in revenues, and it's been a nice ride after that, been a bumpy one before. When I think back in terms of having achieved success, Miami-Dade is where it all began. I mean, it wouldn't have happened without Miami-Dade, because again, that was the access and the opportunity to get my business education, which led to what I'm doing now. I may have succeeded in something else, but not the track that I've done. I mean, it was really the foundation that I built on later on with the bachelor in the law and everything that happened since then. Ultimately, it goes back to like my parents. I mean, I know that's a cliche, but again, it's what, everything I am and the way that I am really flows directly from my father and some of the influence. My mom's a sweetheart. She's like the sweetest person in the world, but she tries to act very, very tough in the house or whatever. But I mean, it's like pedazo de pan,